hear that? Like the pulse of the street, a hole of the chest.
What up, my people? It's your boy Radical. I'm back at you with another video, another live. What's going on? I hope y'all happy. I hope y'all doing good. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to everybody listening right now. A huge shout out to everybody watching me through YouTube, Twitch, Twitter and all that. Huge shout out to y'all. Real quick, for those who might not know, I was a part of a panel or whatever the case is. I was part of a panel with On the Block with Jen, so definitely go to my community page, go check it out. Great discussion. A couple of things. It opened my eyes on certain discussions. It opened my eyes on certain things. You know what I'm saying? So, these long ass intros. It opened my eyes on certain things, certain discussions. It opened my eyes on how certain people view themselves, view Latinos and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So huge shout out to them and Jen for having that type of a discussion and having that type of a panel. I know there's going to be a part 2. I don't know if she's going to invite me. If there is, I'll let you guys know beforehand or whatever. So huge shout out to everybody in the chat. I'll give a shout out to Louis. Shout out to Jose, Daniel, Morena with long ass intros. Yeah. Did we forget something? Truth, I didn't forget you, bro. I got you. I'm gonna send you the link after everything is already done, so you won't be up in the background, all all pissy and bored and stuff like that. I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna send it to you, but I gotta get through this whole thing first, So huge shout out to everybody watching. Huge shout out to Anthony. Shout out to Ant. The Ant report. Did you change your joint? You changed your YouTube name? Because wasn't it Anthony or whatever the case? Now the Ant report. I like it. It's pretty cool. Hit that like button. Blah blah blah. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to the 18th letter. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Cool. I like it. The Ant report. That's cool. That's like something like makes me feel like I'm about to get some exclusive shit. You know what I mean? But anyway, listen. This is not gonna be no beef type of stream or back and forth or whatever the case is. It's not gonna be something that is gonna be something that I want people to be like, yo, he says something that is pretty much about education, right? And pretty much also educating certain Black individuals or Black Americans about certain things that they don't know about and certain things that they are mistaken about, right? So when it comes to these type of talks, when it comes to these type of streams, when it comes to these type of these type of conversations, right? When it comes to these type of conversations, the water gets muddied, right? The water gets muddied, and not only that, certain things that people might not understand of the Latino community, you're gonna start lumping in everybody else, but that's not the case, right? So I'm not trying to say that Afro Elite is I just made it. I made the title, catchy, obviously, because I want people to watch. But I'm not saying that he's a racist. I'm gonna go out on the limb and say that he's misinformed. If after this, if he does see this or whatever the case is, or if he doesn't, if he does get informed and he still believes the things that he believes, then I'm gonna go out and say that he's a racist. You feel what I'm saying? Right now, I'm gonna say that he's misinformed on Latino culture on its own and Latino history. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff that that we're gonna discuss right now is somewhat racist because he's lumping everybody in, which is not cool. You shouldn't be doing that, or whatever the case is. But then again, he is a follower of the whole pro-black Tariq Nasheed type of, you know what I mean, movement or whatever. So, he's an FBA, and we already know FBA, they be xenophobic and all that other stuff. So, but we're gonna go and break down his video. His video was pretty much the same video that I made about the Texas shooter, in the mall. The Texas shooter who ended up being a confirmed white supremacist, right? And I made a video and I broke down white supremacy and how it affects Latinos, right? I broke that down, and I wanted to at least see if this dude at least try to do the same, but he disappointed me and pretty much didn't do that whatsoever. It's kind of interesting when it comes to the black community and pro-blackness, right? I'm not gonna say excuses, but there's always a historical reference for what's happening. For example, black and black crime, which I don't believe, but black and black crime. Oh, well, you got to understand, black busting and redlining and white supremacy, and this is the reason why black and black crime, right? But when it comes to Latinos, anti-blackness. Oh no, it's just their culture. It's just their culture. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And we don't. It seems like we don't get that same. We don't get the same excuse. We don't get that same, acknowledgement or history breakdown that they be doing for themselves. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing is that it's a little weird to me, because if we're going to be speaking logical and we're going to be speaking factual, bringing truth to power, right? Bringing truth to power, and that's the whole point of being an activist and going against white supremacy, then you got to learn all facets and assets of white supremacy, right? You got to learn not just one way. You got to learn all assets, right? Bringing truth to power, not just your power, not bringing truth to just a little bit of it. No, you got to bring truth to power. And it seems like Latinos are just the butt of the joke at these like pro-black type of talking spaces. Latinos are just, hey, you guys didn't go through shit. It is what it is. The oppression Olympics type of thing, which makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not trying to. Oh yeah, he rep FBA. Well, let me see. Yeah, he rep FBA hard. Got the FBA flag and everything. Yeah, you can see in the video. I know. Those FBA clowns are very xenophobic. Yeah, they are. They are. Now, the thing is that we're gonna go through his video and we're gonna break it down little by little. He does something very interesting that I question. You know what I mean? He does something very interesting that I question, where I'm like, why did you choose to go for that and not for this? You know what I mean? But okay, neither here nor there, right? It is what it is. Let me pause the music real quick. And we're gonna go straight into his video. Share screen. Nope, right there. Okay. So this is the homie, Afro Elite. You know what I mean? You already know his ideology. Looking, the little flags in the back and all that. So it is what it is, But let's see what he says. And he's gonna be breaking down Latinos and whiteness. And again, I'm very disappointed on the fact that he's not well informed, but it's all right. Let's go.
Because I want you guys to really see it. Now check this out. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but just a good amount. because we say oftentimes that these Latinos identify as white. Now, one of the biggest issues, I'm gonna close this for a second. One of the biggest issues is that this Latino is confirmed to be a white supremacist. That's 100% confirmed. It's not a speculation. It's not a guess. It's not none of that. It is absolutely confirmed. This man had swastika tattoos. This man had other neo-Nazi tattoos and white supremacist symbols all over him. He was a white supremacist through and through. Now, what the media is trying to spin it as, especially the white society, they're like, oh, how can he be a white supremacist if he's Latino? He's not white. He's not white. They like to play this little ethnicity and race game where, okay, well, you technically being Latino does not mean you can't be white. But they like to flip it and be like, well, he's Latino, so he's a person of color. He's not white. So we're going to actually look into that before we get into some of the clips that I would like to play for you guys.
Let me just pause it real quick. He's right. In that part, he's right. You know, white supremacy is an ideology. This is something that I keep on trying to explain to people and explain. This is an ideology. It doesn't mean that it's race specific. It's an ideology. Once you are confirmed or even adopt that type of ideology, regardless of who you are, that type of ideology is going to manifest into other things and other extreme things. We've seen it, you know, with Latinos. Latinos are not, you know, immune to this. We've seen it with Asian people. We've seen it with Arab people. We even seen it with black people. Let's keep it 1,000. Don't give me that. Well, black people can't be racist. Stop. Systematically, you're right. Yeah, but internally, I can. So stop. But we've seen racism play out in every community. So he's right on that. But for some reason, he doesn't call the racism in the black community out. I don't know why. It is what it is. Right? So let's keep it going, right?
All right. So this is in 2021 from the Pew Research Center. Okay. Pull it.
All right. So I wanna make this very clear. This is from the Pew Research Center, right? 2021 Pew Research Center. It says number 4. I want you guys to pay attention to number 4. Number 4, measuring the racial identity of Latinos. I find this is where a straw man argument is going to come into place, because when you go into the real article, I'm gonna show you right now. Hold up. This is the real article right here. This is the real article. You're gonna have to read, and I'm just gonna you're gonna have to read all of this, right? It's an article, right? It breaks everything down. You're gonna have to read all of this and get all the way down to, let me see, where is it? Damn it, where's the little numbers and all that? It was supposed to be little numbers, but you got to get all the way down, right? And go into this, to number 4. You got to read all of that. You know what I'm saying? Just to get to number 4. Just to get to this. Look, and I'm not, check this out. Hold up. You see, you got to go all the way, and you got to go, see, if I go to number 1, right? You know what I'm saying? If I go to number 2, you're gonna have to see the rest of the article, right? You have to see the rest of the article. You got to go through the introduction first and then go to the rest of the article. But it's very funny how he just chose this instead of what the beginning part of the article says. It's very interesting, right? So somebody said race war is coming. What the hell? But it's very interesting how he went and did that. But I'm gonna go and talk about what the article said in the beginning, at the start. Who is Hispanic, right? I'm going to talk about at the start. Hold on. Let me even blow it up a little bit for you guys. All right. Let me get my dumb ass out the way. All right. So, wait, really? That's it? Oh, okay, my bad. All right. So, it says debates over who is Hispanic and who is not have often fueled conversations about identity amongst Americans who trace their heritage to Latin America or Spain. See that whole Spain shit. Stop lumping Latin Americans and Spain together. Stop doing that bullshit. But whatever. Most recently, in the 2020 census, have drawn attention to how Hispanics identify. Right here, how Hispanics identify is defined and measured, right? So we're going to go over how the article starts it off, right? Mind you, you don't get into page number 4 or point bulletin number 4, and then you get into the whole whiteness and all this other stuff. Let's see so they go through the whole census thing, right? They go through the whole census. And this is what most Hispanics do not identify as their race, only as white, black, or Asian. I'm going to repeat that one more time. Most Hispanics do not identify their race only as white, black, or Asian, meaning the majority of Latinos identify with one or more races. I'm gonna hold up. Wait, not right. Wait, hold up. God damn it. That's so many screens. Exercise. Okay, got it. My bad. All right. There it goes. Okay, there it goes. So you guys can see it. Most Hispanics do not identify with just one race. 2 or more races, 20.3 million. Let that sink in for 1 second. 20.3 million. I remember when I did the census, I put down indigenous and black. That's it. Those are 2 races that I put down. I bet you other Latinos did the same thing, and I'm getting proven right by saying among Hispanics who identify with a single race, some other race, 26%, 26.2%. So they just became another category on its own. Mind you, Latinos are 18% of the population of the United States. I'm going to repeat that one more time. Latinos are 18% of the population of the United States. You mean to tell me that damn near 20 and 20, well, that's 40 something. So you mean to tell from 18%, damn near like 10% out of those 18, 10 or 11% of those 18 identify with 2 or more races or something else outside of white. You know what I'm saying? This is what this article is letting me know. But for some reason, this individual, Afro Elite, doesn't go deeper into that. He just says, "Oh, I just found something. Somebody sent it to me, and I'm gonna just believe it for what it is." Doesn't go deeper to it. Now let's go into just whiteness, right? Let's just go into one race. 12.6%. These are the Antonios. These are the Ranchos. These are the ones that believe that they're white, and some of them are. I'm not gonna lie. Some of them are. Most of them are not. Let's keep it 1,000. Most of them are not. But these are the white numbers. 12.6. Some other race, 26.2. That's way higher. That's way higher than 12.6. You know what I'm saying? That's way higher. But I want to go and see, what. So this is the beginning of the article again. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is the beginning of the article again, that this dude seems to just, you know what I'm saying? Seems to just not really understand it, or maybe he's doing it on purpose. I don't know why. But let's go to what he was. Let's go back to the whole video.
I'm just gonna read a little bit of it. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just pretty really this paragraph. This was very recent. 2021's National Survey of Latinos explored 4 approaches to measuring racial identity. The Census Bureau's 2-question method and assessment of how respondents believe others see them when passing them on the street. Street race. That's what they call it, the street race. What do people identify you as? If you're just walking across the street and people see you, what would people assume that you are? Okay, now with black people, you have to be black because there's no way anybody would see you as anything besides black. But okay, so what is, why did this open? Asking respondents to describe their race and origin in their own words and self-assigned color, assessed color. Respondents across all these measures do not necessarily align. A respondent may indicate their race is white in the Census Bureau method, but also indicate their street race is Latino and not white. Okay, so let's get that to that. So they're saying just because people will see me and they will recognize I'm Latino, I'm still white. So for the people who say I don't identify as white, I identify as Latino, let's get that 100% clear that just by saying I'm a Latino, I identify as a Latino, you can, according to the Pew Research Center, you can still identify as a Latino and still identify as a white person. So let's make sure that that is 100% clear, all right? Then it continues to say, these differences in response reflect the nuance in racial identity, contextual factors and experience associated with them. This chapter explores their 4 alternative measures and the response of Latino adults. All right. So this is really what I wanted to show you. Okay. And I'm going to.
Here it goes. Let's look at what you saw previously. They're just focusing on whiteness. They're focusing on that 12% that I'm talking about. They're just focusing on that 12.6%. That's all. That's all they're focusing on. That 12.6%. That's all they're focusing on. Right? So check this out.
I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Now, majority of Latinos say their race is white in 2-question race and ethnicity format. So this is from the Pew Research Center. Now we're seeing a lot of other reports saying that more Latinos are identifying as a quote unquote person of color and they're not identifying as white. Do not be deceived. Most of these Latinos, like we did before, we're not making this up, still do identify as a white person. Okay, because Latino is technically not a race. So it's not like they're being 100% inaccurate. But among all Hispanics, they're saying 58, which is a majority, will say that they're white. Okay. And then a little over a quarter say some other race. And then a smaller amount say 2 or more races. And then the smallest amount says black.
Again, this part of the article is focusing on that 12.6%. That's all it's doing. It's focusing on that 12.6%, and this idiot thinks that all Hispanics are identifying as, bro. First of all, in the United States, and I think I proved it. In the United States, here, everything is like race-based and all that. You get forced to be white. You are forced to be white. A lot of people don't seem to believe me when I say that, but it's true. You're forced to be white. I even got some. Let's check this out. I got some evidence here. Okay, so let's check this out right here. What are you doing?
It's
troopers record your race on your ticket. It's required by law to show whether the Department of Public Safety is racially profiling.
But tonight, KXAN investigator Brian Collister uncovers troopers are not always following that law during traffic stops.
Robert and Shannon, DPS calls itself an elite and highly trained force. So how can troopers get something so obvious so wrong? A DPS trooper, siren blaring, coming up fast. He pulls over this driver for speeding last May. Pastor Gonzalez Sosa only speaks Spanish, tells the trooper he's from Mexico. But guess what race the trooper, who's Hispanic and also speaking Spanish, marks down on Sosa's ticket? White.
Now, let me just say this one more time. Again, this is common practice. This is common practice amongst industries, amongst professions, amongst everybody. When you see a Latino and they leave that race part blank, or you have to fill it out for them, you have to put white down. This is common practice. Now, based on Afro Elite's logic, Mr. Garcia here believes that he's white. Based on his logic. Let's see what Mr. Garcia has to say.
The same thing happened to Sergio Raul Mejia when he got a ticket this May in Georgetown. The trooper reported Mejia as white.
Well, that's bad. I'm Hispanic. He was not supposed to fool white people.
You don't think you look white?
No.
Both of you drinking?
In every traffic stop, state law requires peace officers determine the driver's race to the best of their ability and document it. The law is very clear. Race and ethnicity are treated the same. Troopers must pick from these categories, which include both white and Hispanic. But we've discovered examples of race recorded.
Let's look at all the white people that they recorded as white. Look at all the white people that they recorded as white. Look, that's all the white folks that they recorded as white. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at that for a second. It's insane. It's insane. I'm going to keep it going.
Incorrectly, after we poured through millions of DPS traffic citation records. Like these drivers seen on dashcam video, all Hispanic. Including David Ramirez Bautista, speaking to a trooper who apparently doesn't understand Spanish. There's Antonio Tovar Mendez, Jose Luis Ramirez, and Jose Palacios Jr., all of them reported by DPS to the state as white.
Well, I guess, according to Afro Elite, I guess this is just, just white folks looking at other white folks, right? Even though they're speaking the white people's language, Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Yeah, Marquise, you can get the fuck up out of here with that. Yeah, get out of here with that. Don't be coming into this bullshit with xenophobia. Like, get out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? You fat fuck. So again, what happened? According to Afro Elite's logic, his logic, what happened? I thought, hey, you know what I'm saying? Here's another one. This is another one right here that they spoke to, and they were like, "Hey, are you white?" And they're like, "Nah, check this out."
Chula Vista resident Carolina Juarez immigrated from Mexico 18 years ago. To this day, every time she fills out the census, it's confusing. It asks her to say if she's Hispanic or Latino and then select her race.
I don't identify as African American or Asian or white. So I feel like I'm left out without a box to mark. So I couldn't find an option that fit it right in. So I just filled in some other race.
The 2020 census shows that many people are like Juarez. Nearly half of all Latinos in San Diego County identify as some other race.
Again, the 2020 census, the same one that this dude just spoke about, the same exact one that this dude just spoke about. Oh, look at that. Oh, some other race, 44.9, 31.7. Come on now. let's keep it 1,000. Come on now. Latinos are starting to wake up, and there's a reason why back in the day Latinos were, forced to be white, and they wanted to be white. That was due to protection. It had nothing to do with anything else. Back in them days, Latinos identified as white, and rightfully so, because it was the 19 somethings. You know what I'm saying? Rightfully so. They wanted protection. Of course, you're gonna identify as white. And guess who also identified as white? White passing black people. White passing black people were identifying as white back in them days. And when they found out that they had some black ancestry, everything changed. They had to move out of the town that they were in and all that other stuff and rechange their name and all that other stuff. I am telling you, it happened. It happened across the board. But even insidious enough, even in prison, this type of stuff happens. Check this out. Wait, can you hear it? Hold on. Give me a minute. I'm over here doing everything. Hold on. Can you hear that? No, you can't. I don't think I can. Wait. Hold on. Yeah, I can't hear that. Sides. What? Hold up. I'm gonna, Rich. I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that. Hold on. Can I? Let me see if I could do it like this. No. Let me see if I could do it like this. Can I do it like? All right. Okay. Let me see if you guys can hear this. All right. Anyway, it would have been better. It would have been crazier. I guess I'm gonna have to like do some other stuff. Hold on, let me try to take. God damn it! I can't really play this for y'all unless. Wait a minute. Hold on. Unless I'm gonna actually let me see if I can actually do this right now. Unless I upload it to my YouTube channel and put it as private. That's the only thing I'm really thinking about right now, because it's literally less than 1 minute. It's literally less than 1 minute. Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. It's literally less than 1 minute. Okay. Wow. Shout out to my internet, because that joint is going crazy. That joint is going crazy. Okay, so whenever it's done doing this thing, I'll bring it back. But let's go back to Afro Elite's joint and see what he has to say, because now again he's moving the goalpost, right? And let's see what he has to say about this.
And they still got racial lynchings going on in New York. And that's not just the first time. You guys remember the time I had our brother Sage and Torian on, and we were talking about the black kid who was racially harassed and called the N-word in the New York subway, and this is happening in democratic cities. So it's not the Republican.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So he's talking about the situation that the kids, those, I think was it 3 Hispanic or Latin kids, jumped 3. Wait, hold on. His jumped black kid, right? That's what he's talking about. And the thing is, I made a video. I made a whole video about that. I even spoken and broke that down, and even found out the reason why those kids. If you guys see the video, you guys will see that it was really weird. They just picked and chose this kid for out of nowhere. But guess what? These kids got hate crime charges pressed on them. These kids got hate crime charges pressed on them. So nothing of white supremacy is protecting these kids. This is what he's trying to say. He's trying to say that white in democratic cities, white supremacy and white supremacists are being protected. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, no, that's not what that doesn't happen whatsoever. You know, and hate crime charges did get pressed on these kids. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. Hate crime charges did get pressed on these kids. So he's just talking on his ass, right? And let's keep it going.
Ken's fault. They always it's white supremacy, and Greg Abbott needs to ban guns. If he banned guns, that's not gonna stop white supremacy. It's not. And to say that white supremacy is the fault of the Republicans when the Democrats are deliberately not doing it and call the shot.
Okay, so I'm just fast forwarding it, and let's check this out.
For the Proud Boys. Okay. That might have been the one in front of the microphone, but that's not the one calling the shots. But okay, all right. That just listen.
The head of the Proud Boys, his name is Enrique Tarrio. The Proud Boys is a white nationalist group. Look,
I just want to pause real quick. She's correct and incorrect. The real person of the Proud Boys who started it was Gavin McGinnis, a white boy, the guy who started Vice Media, right? Viceland Media. He is, you know what I'm saying? He's the one that started it. The fact that in Tarrio or Ricardo or whatever became the in facto leader of the Proud Boys, it's actually, if you guys really want to break it down, he's an FBI informant. You know what I'm saying? He's an FBI informant, guaranteed FBI informant, broke it down and everything. He's an FBI informant. You know what I'm saying? He's not no leader of anybody. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, the Proud Boys, they got black members. So is he gonna talk about that? I don't know, but let's keep it going.
Being Hispanic or being black does not, or being anything, does not make you immune from being racist, from being.
Okay, she says being Hispanic or being black. Name a relevant black neo-Nazi like the Hispanics.
Okay. I like how he try to flip that. Name a relevance, like somebody with clout. You know what I'm saying? Let's listen to what he says.
From being.
Okay, she says being Hispanic or being black. Name a relevant black neo-Nazi like the Hispanics.
A relevant black neo-Nazi. So he's trying to move the goalposts or whatever the case is, and be facetious. Now I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all. First of all, one, she is right. Everybody could be racist. He's trying to make it seem like black people cannot be racist, right? That's what he's trying to make it seem like. Black people cannot be racist. Okay. So I'm going to share with you guys examples of racism amongst the Black American community. This is This is examples of it. So let's go.
Monkey ass piece of shit. Fucking monkey. You fucking monkey. Piece of shit. Fucking black American hate you, you ugly monkey. Get the fuck out my country. You got your own country. Fucking monkey. You fucking monkey.
We're trying to.
So this is a black American next to a cop, you know, be having racial slurs, but it's fine because he has the complexion for the protection, right? He got a complexion for the protection. He's calling other black people monkey. Black Americans hate you, and all this other stuff.
Monkey.
Let's keep it.
Monkey ass piece of shit. Fucking monkey. You fucking monkey. Piece of shit. Fucking black American hate you, you ugly monkey.
Hey, what happened? I thought black Americans can't be racist. Okay, let's keep it going.
Convenience store and murdered the clerk. Tracy wanted to know why that happened, so we started to interview people in the neighborhood. And one of them told him this, quote, African Americans are hunting Somalis in Minneapolis. Why is that? Well, because, quote.
Hold on. To this guy, no radical, the guy is Caribbean. No, stop giving excuses. He said he's black American. Because if he would have been saying he's Latino and Hispanic, y'all would have been running with it. So stop miss me with that bullshit.
They believe Somalis are getting special favors from the government.
Wow. So homie is homie out here, black Americans are killing other black. Wow. Okay. So let's listen to this.
Been through. It wasn't just slavery. You left out Jim Crow, segregation, Reconstruction, redlining. He left out a whole lot of stuff. He using the white man's talking points, hold up, brother, because you know what? It's going to turn to like South Africa, and I can't wait to set a nigga like you on fire, nigga.
I can't wait to set someone like you on fire. Wow. I thought black Americans weren't racist. What happened? I thought black Americans weren't racist. You know what I'm saying? That's what this guy just said. Black Americans. Can you name a prominent black American? Prominent. I don't have to. I'm showing you exactly what's going on with your FBA community and what y'all saying. So what's up? What happened? But he won't speak about that though. He's speaking on Hispanics though, but he won't speak on that, right? And just so and this real quick. Check this out. I even put this on Twitter. Orlando Harris, the St. Louis school shooter, right? He went out and shot, a couple of people up in his school. This is another picture of Orlando Harris. Whoa. What? Whoa. What happened? I thought, okay. Yeah, I thought that couldn't happen. I thought that couldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought. So, you know what I'm saying? FBA was real quiet about this, right? Real quiet about this and super quiet about this. So is he going to address that? Okay. All right. I don't know if this kid is a prominent figure. I don't know. But homie's name is Orlando Harris. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But y'all tell me is because based on his logic, black Americans can't be like that based on his logic, right? So now we're going to fast forward and go to, was it 38? Yeah, we're going to fast forward. So he's reading an article, right? And he's pretty much breaking down something that happened around the 1950s and stuff, and how first of all, this article is completely BS. Okay, it's complete BS. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. I forgot what it says, but it's complete BS. But they talk about George Zimmerman here, and I want you guys to listen to what he has to say about that.
Okay. Now, it continues to say, My own research into Latino participation on the far right began after George Zimmerman killed Trayvon Martin in 2020. 2012, my bad. In the days following Mr. Martin's killing, news outlets reported that Mr. Zimmerman's father, Robert Zimmerman, defended his son against accusations of racism by noting that he was, quote, Spanish.
I'm glad when I'm speaking the truth and showing proof of my shit, I'm being intellectually dishonest. Okay. That shows that I can't have the same excuses you guys have when your people do something fucked up. When your people do something fucked up, oh no, he's a coon. Our community calls him out. This and this and this. When my community does something fucked up, oh no, it's part of our culture. Which one is it? Which one is it? I'm saying, which one is it?
He was a, quote, Spanish-speaking minority. You see this? You see this? This is the whole minority.
Wait. I'm gonna repeat that real quick so you guys could understand it.
Father Robert Zimmerman news. In the days following Mr. Martin's killing, news outlets reported that Mr. Zimmerman's father, Robert Zimmerman, defended his son against accusations of racism by noting that he was, quote, he was a, quote, Spanish-speaking minority. You see this? You see this? This is the whole minority coalition. Remember George Zimmerman? He did what he did, and a lot of people played against the racism aspect of his actions because they was like, well, I mean, he's a Spanish-speaking minority. His dad, Robert Zimmerman, and you know the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, so if that was his son, I don't think his father is very, very much different. But his dad was all like, hey, he's a Spanish-speaking minority. So this has nothing to do with race. They're both minorities. This is why the word minority, the word black and brown, or the term black and brown, the term people of color, and all of that, the disenfranchised and all of that stuff. Anything that's including all groups of people, this all lives matter terms and talk and stuff like that, that is very, very detrimental. That was one of the factors that George Zimmerman got off by. That was one of the defenses that he was able to use to deny his open racism. This man is literally...
That's not true. He's completely lying right now. That is not true. First of all, for those who don't know, George Zimmerman is half Latino and half German. Right? His mom is from, I think, Guatemala, I believe, or Honduras or something like that. And his father's from Germany. That's it. That's it, right? The thing is, George Zimmerman, after the trial, first of all, it was racial throughout the whole thing, and I do believe that George Zimmerman is a racist. I'm gonna just put it out there. George Zimmerman is a racist, right? No, she wasn't from Ecuador. Stop it. No, she wasn't from Ecuador. Chill. She wasn't from Ecuador. His mother. Oh, there we go. Mother from Peru. Stop, yo, Daniel. Yo, chill out. His mom's from Peru. Dark skin too. She's a dark skin a lady. So his father is from Germany. His mom is from Peru. The thing is, this is after the trial, right? After the trial, this is what George Zimmerman said in an interview. First of all, it took him a while to interview, but this is what he said in an interview. When they asked him about the Hispanic thing, he said, I am not Hispanic nor Latino. I am white. He denied his half of his heritage. That's fine. That is fine. And this is the reason why this article right here is bullshit. Because if they knowing it's documented that Zimmerman himself denied his part of his lineage, denied his Peruvian side, denied him being Latino and just identifying as white 100% fully, which is nothing wrong with that. He can do that all on his own. He should not be part of this article. He should not be part of this article. And also on top of that, Afro Elite should know better. He should know, okay, if I'm going to do something and I'm going to be mentioning certain people, especially a big case like that, like what happened with Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin, bro, you're going to have to know at least some of the facts. Okay? You got to know at least some of the facts. The fact that he got acquitted was nothing to do with the fact that he was Latino, had nothing to do with that. It was messed up, but Deacon proved that Trayvon bashed him over the head and he had the opportunity to leave, which I do not believe. I don't believe. I believe those wounds in the back of Zimmerman's head was self-inflicted. That's what I believe. I believe that they were self-inflicted, and on top of that, there was no DNA on the gun of Zimmerman. There was no DNA on the gun of Zimmerman of Trayvon Martin whatsoever. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, remember, the original story was he's reaching for my gun. He's reaching for my gun. If he was, there will be Trayvon Martin's DNA all over that. Like, come on. Not even his fingerprints were on the holster of, Zimmerman's, you know what I'm saying? And also, history could tell that Zimmerman's a hothead. He's a little pudgy hothead. Kidnapping his girlfriend. Come on now. He's crazy. But let's look at how he's framing Zimmerman with all Latinos.
Literally sitting up there, he was signing things with Confederate Confederate flags on his t-shirt, wearing Confederate flags on his t-shirt, but he was able to use, and I'm not saying that's the only case, only factor, but he was able to use his Spanish heritage as a factor to deny his racism. Okay, so this is,
bro, in what world do Latinos, or in what world can me, a Latino, use my Spanish heritage to benefit me? In what world? I want to know. No, seriously, I really want to know. In what world can I use my Spanish heritage that hey, listen, we're triracial, right? We got Black, Indigenous, and Spanish in us. There's a reason why we're speaking Spanish and all that, right? Okay. In what world can I use that? Really, let me know. Again, this is showing his idiocy, or his lack of knowledge of Latino culture. This doesn't make any type of sense. It doesn't make any type of sense. But then again, he's saying it was a chest out, so it must be true, right? Let's keep it going.
Now, let's continue. Okay, we're like right down here. There were echoes of Mr. Zimmerman's defense from Alex Michael Ramos, who was charged with beating a Black counter-protester at the 2017 Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, Virginia. Mr. Ramos defended himself against charges of racism by saying, through a mouth of expertise, that he was Spanish. See, this is the thing that they like to play. They like to play this chameleon game where they're white and they believe in alt-right beliefs. They believe in neo-Nazi beliefs. They believe in Unite the Right and all of this stuff. They're 110% white. And then when they do something racist, they're like, oh, you can't say it's racist now. I'm a minority. I'm Spanish, which does not mean you cannot be white. But
this is very interesting. Don't Black people do that? Don't Black people do that? Doing racist things, right? What I just showed that FBA did. FBA was saying a bunch of racist things, but then would say, I'm not racist. Then would say, these are just words, right? But it's still racism, though. Black folks do the same thing. But he won't call his people out for that though. You know what I'm saying? They won't use their people out for that though. Rakim says, hold up. Rad, there are certain people who use their Spanish ancestry to justify having superiority complex. No, that's true. That's 100% true. You're right. We've interacted with some of those people. We interacted with some of those people. That's actually true. That's actually true. You know, but it doesn't. But check this out though. In real world benefits, right? In real world benefits, does that superiority of Spanish ancestry, does that translate to real world benefits? It doesn't. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. It's stupid. It's stupid. It does not make sense. But then again, going back to what Afro Elite was saying, black folks do that. Black folks can be racist and then hide their hand and say, I'm black. I can't be racist. You know what I'm saying? Which one is it? Y'all do that. Y'all do. Do I have to play the FBA thing again? Y'all do that. Y'all do that. But all right. You know what I'm saying? All right.
But they like to play this little chameleon game. Okay. And unfortunately, not us, not the people who are listening, but unfortunately, there's been too many black people who sit up there and they try to do the black and brown and the minority and the people of color. And when they talk like that, that gives them the pass that they need. For instance, this Ramus dude was able to victimize and harm and racially attack a black person. Okay, and he was able.
First of all, whoa, stop that. But nah, hold up. That's complete bullshit. That's complete bullshit. Because check this out. That whole the Ramos dude that just attacked that he just read it. You know, Ramos was charged for beating a black counter protester at the 2017 Unite the Right. He was charged. Where was the Spanish minority thing that helped them out? There was nothing. Ramos wasn't talking about black and brown unity. Stop trying to conflate the two. Stop trying to conflate the two. If you have an issue with Latinos, just say it. You don't got to be talking about it in little code words. And all right, this is the reason why we can't have black and brown unity. No. You have an issue with us, that's fine. You have an issue with us. But you don't gotta get little like headlines like this and trying to put the two together like that makes no type of sense. What does black and brown unity have to do with some dude from the Unite the Right rally beating somebody else up? What does that have to do with anything? Nothing. That has nothing to do with it. And this is what these little pro-black fake, I call them fake pro-black because they don't do nothing for the community. Let's keep it 1,000. These are what these fake pro-blacks do. They like to sow division and connect two things that have nothing to do with each other. What are you talking about? Because real black and brown unity is talking about having black folks and brown folks together and getting our shit dealt with. Having political talks. Having political pull-ups and all that. So what are you talking about? But the thing is, it's totally fine for him to criticize us. But oh boy, let the shoe turn on the other foot. See, the thing is, they're coons. You got to understand that. They're coons. Oh, see, that's the thing is, he's an immigrant. He's not one of us. No, you got to look at his hairline. A bunch of fucking excuses. A bunch of fucking excuses. That's what it is. It's a bunch of fucking excuses. That is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I'm personally, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the excuses. It's totally fine to criticize another community that y'all do the same shit. Y'all get the excuse, but don't find the excuse for nobody else. Or don't even mind even thinking about, okay, Let's go deep into this historically and find out. Wow. That's insane, bro. That's insane. And mind you, I don't even have to say it, but for the slow people in the back, this is not all Black Americans. I know that. It's not all Black Americans. But for some reason, it's just these fake pro-Blacks that for some reason they become the goddamn attorney and expert on everything. It's insane. But let's keep it going.
Oh, yeah, we got to talk about the racism. All right. Now, continuing, they says, if Mr. Ramos and Mr. Garcia's are extreme, their beliefs are connected to the ideas common in much of the Latino community. So at least in this part, she's being honest. Okay. Just and here's one thing too.
I'm gonna repeat that one more time so you guys can get it.
And Mr. Garcia's are extreme, their beliefs are connected to the ideas common in much of the Latino community. So at least in this part, she's being honest.
He just read that the acts of a dude from Unite the Right and the Garcia guy that shot up the mall. This person is connecting. The extremes beliefs are connected to the idea that's most common in the Latino community. Like we all fucking share that same goddamn sentiment. No, that's bullshit. What are you talking about? Hold on. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? That makes no type of sense. That literally makes no type of sense. There was an article, and I wanna hold on. I actually wait a minute. There was an article that talked about the mass shooting and stuff like that. And this article, again, it's a little bit biased, but it goes a little bit more deep into the shooter. And it does say, it even goes into the diary that this guy kept, right? And that, what was it? That this guy claimed that he's not Latino. Garcia, the shooter, in his diary said he is not Latino. This is what he said in his own goddamn diary. Hold on. God damn it. Hold on. Now I gotta get, because goddamn pop-ups. Clean energy. Okay. All right. Let me hold on. Let me show you guys this. Hold on. Because it seems like every time people make articles about Latinos and all this other stuff, just seem to, I don't fucking know, just seem to like not really pick out the ones who are actually Latino and say, hey, I'm Latino, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Just pick the ones that, don't do your due diligence. All right, so it says the rise of Latino white supremacy, right? This is the article, and it pretty much breaks down the 2 people standing in the memorial of the 8 people who were fatally shot in the mall in Allen, Texas in early May. So he's basically breaking down, Mauricio Garcia's, whole joint. You know what I mean? He's breaking down this man's ideology, breaking the joint down, right? Go all the way down, and it says it right here. Let me even highlight it for y'all. We don't know a lot about Garcia, but the diary he kept in the years leading up to the shooting made it clear his growing persecution by white power ideology. Again, growing persecution by his white power ideology. Or perception, my bad. A white power ideology. He wrote about the superiority of non-Latino white people and claimed they will lose the edge if they continue to let non-white immigrants into this country. This guy was idealizing white folks. This dude was idealizing white folks. You know what I'm saying? This guy was idolizing white folks. You feel me? This guy was idolizing white folks. Focus on his reports on Garcia's self-perception have a focus on his misogyny, Nazi tattoos, and the patch, and all this other stuff. Yeah. So, yeah. So, again, the fact that this dude didn't see himself as a Latino, he saw himself as white. Took the Latino part, even idolized white folks. Says a lot. It says a lot. Has nothing to do with the community. Has nothing to do with how we think. These are individuals who just bugged out. But yet, Afro Elite, he wants to say, this is how we all think. Mind you, you just saw what I just you just saw what I put out there, right? Okay. All right. So let's go back to his video and let's keep on hearing this. I think is in is it no.
Under racial diversity under the imagined quote unquote mestizo, and mestizo means racially mixed and Latino, right? Latino identity comes at the expense of representation for Black Latinos and indigenous people. Now, if you for some reason, if you ever stumble across a Latino channel or Latino TV shows, most, and I'm talking most, in like 99% of the people you see cast in these Latino TV shows are white Latinos. They are completely white Latinos. Okay, they look like white people who speak Spanish. That's really what they are. Okay, you don't see Black Latinos in there, but based off of the fact that they don't represent their Black Latinos or indigenous people, because they like to play the we're indigenous, they like to play that game too. But based off of that, you don't see them. You don't see them there when it comes to representation. So this is why I don't
let me pause it. This is a very, first of all, this is a tactic that some people like to even do with me. I have no idea why. I'm talking about how Latinos are not racist, right? And then they'll be like, what about y'all TV shows? Y'all don't have no Black, like, we control the fucking TV. It's like it would be like me reading an article and then saying, well, why are Black Americans saying that there's no they aren't racist? How come BET is full of, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. You're pointing out racism in another country that exists the same way how racism exists in this country. You're pointing both things out. Both of those things is true. There's racism here and racism there. Why is there more white folks on TV here? Oh, gee, golly whiz. Oh my God. Is maybe because racism? Oh shit. The same thing over there. Bro, that argument makes no goddamn sense. That literally makes no goddamn. And by the way, that whole thing is changing little by little, but I'm not even gonna get into that. But that whole thing makes no goddamn sense to even say or even think of because it's stupid. It's very dumb. It's very, very dumb to say because you're pointing out racism. Oh, how come white folks and white, you know what I'm saying? That makes no type of sense. And I doubt that Afro Elite will ever hear this, or maybe if he does, or maybe he's hearing it now. I don't know. Make yourself known and maybe we could talk about it. But that, bro, that makes literally no goddamn sense. You know what I'm saying? Let me just move it up to like
brown people get preferential treatment in the country above black people. So they know that. They're very, very well aware of that. But when it comes, we're talking about reparations, right, on a regular basis. When it comes to reparations, Latinos are very, very opposed to it. You don't see no black and Latino. You don't see Latinos supporting the reparations cause specifically for FBA. You don't see that. You don't see that because they know they're not getting none.
What? What the fuck? Because hold up, bro. I'm for reparations. You could have it. I could care less about not. If y'all get reparations, you guys do know it's gonna like start a trickle effect for Latinos to get reparations, right? Yes. So no shit. I'm for that. Get what y'all is owed. Of course. Go right ahead. I am not jealous whatsoever. I'm a Latino. Cut y'all check. Get y'all education. Get y'all land. Do y'all thing. I'm not against that. Now, there's other people who are against it. So fucking what? They don't have power. Last time I checked, those reparations meetings that people were having, those reparations talks that they were having, people just gave their opinion. That did not sway nothing in that committee because at the end of the day, DeSantis said, yeah, anyway, no. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, who really matters or what people are saying, their opinion is people who are in power. People who you voted for, those are the people that y'all should be like, oh shit, American Cholo talking about he doesn't care about reparations even though he retracted that. Who cares? Who cares? Me saying that I do care for reparations, who cares? I'm not changing shit. I'm telling you right now. I'm not changing anything by saying, yeah, y'all should get reparations. That statement is not going to change anything. It's not going to change the president's mind. It's not going to change DeSantis's mind. He's just not going to wake up. Oh shit! Oh my God! Black people do need reparations. Me saying that I support that ain't going to change goddamn anything. It's literally not going to change nothing. So who cares? Who cares if some Latinos don't want that? Who cares? What y'all should be cared about? If those people up in power say yes or no. If a lot of no's, guess what? Vote in the people who are gonna say yes. Duh. What? Like, come on. Latinos know this shit. That's the reason why we're not with the whole Democratic little okie doke no more. We're going Republican. Latinos know this shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to follow suit. I'm just saying, if one version is saying, yeah, we're gonna get our reparations and all that other stuff, and then y'all get to the last mile, and then the dude that is gonna give it out says, "Yeah, no, fuck it." Y'all should be mad at him. Who cares about what the hell Latinos care about? We don't got power. We're not voting this thing in. Y'all need that. Reparations, yeah, that's something y'all need. That's something that is owed. Something that this country owes y'all. Yes. Me saying yes or no is not going to sway shit. So cut the bullshit, please. Cut the goddamn bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going with wait, hold on. Come on, Rad. You know it's been a lot of Hispanic opposing black people but who cares? But who cares? Okay, a lot of Latinos oppose it. Are those Latinos in the House of Congress? No. Are those Latinos next to the president? No. So who gives a fuck? No, seriously, who gives a fuck? Because there's a lot of black folks too that says that y'all shouldn't be getting reparations. Again, who cares? They're not in a position of power. Even the black people who want reparations are not in the position of power. If you guys get a Maxine Waters that says yes, okay, boom, now y'all making some progress. Y'all getting people in position of power. You get the Census that says yes, getting people in position of power. You getting Trump that says yes. Who is it? Greg Abbott that says yes. So on and so forth. You guys will get position of power. Y'all guys will get position of power for reparations. Somebody selling oranges in the highway that says no. That who gives a fuck? There's no power in that. Who cares? Who cares? In reality, who gives a fuck? Because at the end of the day, they don't have no power. They don't have no power. Classy cannabis, I care. I don't know why. At the end of the day, they don't have no power. I really do hope reparations happens. You know what I'm saying? But the people who are opposing, who cares? Who cares? I'm not denying that there's Latinos that are not for it. I'm not denying that. The thing is, who gives a fuck? These people are not in a position of power, bro. You want some real change? Y'all want some real change? Get yourself in a position of power to get some change. Or force them to. Let's look at the boycotts that MLK had. Let's look at the boycotts. They started changing things. Why? Because people's money was getting affected. Now, what the fuck y'all? How y'all? First of all, now what are you gonna do to affect people's money? Not take the train? That's one way. That's one way. See whose politician is connected to a fast food joint or a medical institution or whatever, and not go there or whatever, or boycott that. That is another way. There's ways people could affect real change. But if y'all not wanting to do that, then it is what it is. Then there's going to be more studies and more studies and more studies and more studies. The Democratic Party is going to dangle that. We're almost ready to give you guys reparations, carrot. And y'all just going to be voting for them for the next 200 years just to hope for reparations while Garcia and Lili are in the highways selling churrusos, talking about they shouldn't be getting reparations. At the end of the day, who gives a fuck of what they say? They don't have no power. They don't have no power. So let's keep it going because like I said, to affect change, I gotta have some power, man. You gotta have some power behind your actions. Let's keep it going.
Where they were being very honest about the anti-black racism in the Latino community, And then towards the end of the article, here they go, kind of trying to save face a little bit. You're gonna see that a little bit later. They're gonna be trying to save face like they always do. Okay. In any case,
he hates it when people try to save face or be like, neutral, or be, be like, how can I say, not neutral, but be like objective, like okay, this is happening, but also this is also happening. Oh, for some reason that's not, you shouldn't be doing that. Okay, all right.
The racial diversity within the category of Latino certainly seems to be on demand in recent events. Two of the highest profile Latinos on the far right are Enrique Tarrio, the former leader of the Proud Boys, who was recently charged with seditious conspiracy for his involvement in the events of January 6th, which that's the January 6th Capitol invasion, right? And Nick Fuentes, a white supremacist provocateur who made headlines in the fall for having dinner at Mar-a-Lago with former President Donald Trump and Kanye West. Okay. All right. Anyway, they had to notice they had to throw Kanye West in there. That's Nick Fuentes is not okay. Anyway, I'm not even gonna get into that. While both
he didn't like that Kanye West part. He didn't like that. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Let's be. Hold on, no. Let's let him continue, because I'm gonna break that down. Let's continue.
Might be cast as Latino, Mr. Tarrio, who is Afro-Cuban, and Mr. Fuentes, who has Mexican ancestry. That's how he has the last name Fuentes. Likely have had different racial experiences in the world.
I want you to focus on the fact that they said that Tarrio, who is Afro-Cuban, right? He's Afro-Cuban. They made that a fact. But Fuentes, he has a Mexican ancestry. So one's a fact, one's but has Mexican ancestry. Let's keep it going, because I'm about to break this down. Let's keep it going.
Of the world. All right. Continuing, over the last 10 to 15 years, the story of Latino political alignment has largely been about the consolidation of young Latino voters on the left. Latino voters contributed to the Democratic victories in key battleground states like Nevada and Arizona. Now, listen, here they go. I told you guys, they admit to the racism within the Latino community for them. Now they have to, this is what they're trying, Democratic, the last victories from the Democrats are due to the Latino community. The Latino community still voted in majority numbers for the right and for Donald Trump. So let's not play that game. Remember, what's that one black Latina actress?
Oh, here we go. Hold on. First of all, let's see. Okay, so Nick Fuentes, out of his own mouth, said, "I do not like my quarter Mexican ancestry." Out of his own mouth, and he even said that he wished he could erase that to be more white. That's out of his own mouth. So to me, and to him, he's not Latino. I don't even know why is he part of this article. Again, this article is biased. It's insane. Okay, So the okay. So check this out. You just heard him say that you just heard him say that, hey, the largest people who voted for the right were Latinos. You just heard him say that, right? You just heard him say that the majority of voters of the right were Latinos, and hold on, let me see. I want to turn that one. Mm-hmm. Okay. Come on. I'm trying to get you guys the demographic voter turnout, because I believe I remember me putting this up somewhere in the 2020 election. I believe that was it. I think it was like 60 something percent Latinos voted for Democrats, and I think was it 60 something percent voted for Democrats, and it was something that it was 60 something for Democrats, and like 50 something for Republicans. It was something like that. Hold on, let me see something. No. I want to buy race. I want to buy race. Oh, what's up? What's going on? I want to buy race. I want to buy race. God damn it. Wait. I'm gonna just put Hispanic. Fuck it. I'm gonna put Hispanic 2020 election. Election. There it goes. Okay. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. Okay. So where is the thing? How Latinos voted in 2020 election. Yeah. Which is true. Boom. Okay, Arizona. Come on, why are you gonna break it down like that? That's the most stupidest way to break it down. Democrats and Republicans. Yeah. Shit. That is the most retarded way to break something down. But okay, here it goes. I'm gonna just read it. Hold on. Yeah, 66% of the poll. 2016. No, they don't even show you guys. That's stupid. That's very idiotic. Anyway, let me just, because I'm just over here going great. Anyway, the whole point is I remember seeing a graph where Latinos voted not for Trump, but they voted for Biden at a 60 something percent. At a 60 something percent. So I'm gonna just move it, I think, to the last point, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Like, you want to talk about George Zimmerman, there was very few incidents of racism prior to Trump, and then Trump made all these Latinos racist with misinformation. We're not buying that story. That story's not true. We know that's not the truth. Okay, this mass shooter who went up there and shot this mall up, that is because there is a undiscussed issue of anti-black racism within the Latino community that the Latinos do not like to admit to, because when you try to have that conversation, they try to deny it by playing the whole we're Spanish, we're not white, we're not British white, so we're not white. They play that little obtuse game where they act like they don't know what white really is. So they don't ever really get to the bottom of that. So they have allowed this problem to exist for a very, very...
Yo, what? Dude, what are you, bro? What are you talking about? Does anti-blackness exist in the Latino community? Yes. It also exists in the Asian community, in the black community, the white community, so on and so forth. Yeah, it exists. Nobody's denying that. No one's denying that. I could historically break it down as to why there is anti-blackness in the Latino community, right? Is there yes, the same way how there's anti-blackness everywhere else. The same exact way. And please, miss me, well, there's no anti-blackness in the black community. Yes, there is. There is. I've heard, let's dark skin versus light skin. Let's go into that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go into that if we want to really talk about it. You know, there is anti-blackness also when it comes to hair. Come on now, let's stop. Let's be real. Let's have a real conversation. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a real conversation. We'll see that we're a lot more similar than we are apart. It's really ridiculous that Latinos don't want to talk. Of course there's anti-blackness, but you also have to admit there's anti-blackness in your community too. That's when we can start having a real conversation. Because if we're not, then it's just going to be a disingenuous conversation and it's just not going to go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's just really like, come on. It's really weird. It's very, very weird that somebody like this is going to just, you feel me? It's just really weird, but it just shows the lack of knowledge that he has with a certain culture. That's all it is. That's what it shows. It shows the lack of knowledge of a certain culture. It shows that he doesn't know really what he's talking about. If you want to see me calling out anti-blackness in my community, yo, go look at my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Go look at my YouTube channel, bro. You'll see a gang of shit. Me debating Latino white supremacists. You know, even talking to a former white supremacist. You know what I'm saying? And which is kind of funny. And this is just a message to some of the Latinos who actually believe in this racist stuff. They will never accept you. Just, it is what it is. They will never accept you. They see you as an other. They'll never accept you as white. I'm just saying. This is what other racists say. I'm telling you, I'm just repeating what they say. You know what I'm saying? They will never accept you. I mean, so with that being said, I'm gonna just close it out. Let me just read some of the comments. It's very interesting that our people are changing their votes. It's very interesting. Yeah, that is. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually kind of interesting. 18 letter said, "Rad, black people have been addressing the blackness in the black community for God knows how long." Well, I'm not talking about dumb people. I'm just talking about when people like this make videos like this. Let's hear it both ways. The same way how I say, well, he's right and also wrong. You know, I give some nuances. You know what I'm saying? He's saying, hey, K-Fit, Small Hats created the La Raza move. No, they didn't, bro. Did they? Did the Raza move? No, wait, no, they didn't. That's some conspiracy. Stop it. The Colonized says, at the end of the day, our people normally vote Democrat. Our people always voted one way, and for what I've seen, it's true. Yeah, a lot of people voted for a Democrat. Like blacks in Harlem are not racist. No, you're gonna have some racist people in Harlem. You know, not everybody. Hi. Okay, cool. Well, you definitely put in that work. Thank you very much. Um, I'm not attracted to black people sexually, but I'm not a racist. Okay, cool. Cool. I guess. All right. Okay. All right. Um, they okay. They did look. It, when all is said and done, Latinos are mixed. Yeah. Latinos are mixed. Yeah. So with that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.